Are you wondering how to add a discount code on Shopify? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place because I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need to do. So first and foremost, you want to visit your admin URL. And from here, make sure you're on home. And from here, you just want to click on the discount button in the left-hand panel. And if you do so, it will show any discounts that you have already created or that are available. Now, chances are, if you're here, you haven't got any set up. So I'm going to be walking you through what you need to do. First and foremost, click this big green button that says Create Discount Code. And from here, it all starts with the discount code you want to create and want to name it. So you've got an example here. So this is for a store where they're running a spring sale. Now you can, with Shopify, you can specify what the discount code is yourself. So you can call it anything you'd like. You can have something very, very simple for your customers to remember, or you can have something a little bit more tricky. So as an example, you could do something like the spring sale here. So you would literally just write it in. We're going to do it all in caps, maybe for a little bit of added protection. Or alternatively, you can click generate code. And what that's going to do, as you'll see, is it just pings out a random code that your customers can use once the discount code has been set up. So a little bit more secure. Perhaps if you're offering a very attractive discount, you might want to use this. So we're just going to do that for now, just for this demo and for demo purposes. So once you've got your discount code set at the top, you then basically just need to run through the form at the bottom. So there's 4 different types of discounts that you can have on Shopify. You can have a percentage discount, so 5, 10%, etc., where you specify that. You can have a fixed amount, so that could be a dollar amount, a pound amount, or whatever currency that your store is in. You could do free shipping. So that's obviously a discount on over a certain amount of product. They might get a free shipping if they spend over, say, $30 as an example. Or if they buy a certain item, then they might get a discount on another item. So they're the 4 different types. I'm just going to run through percentage. So the first one is percentage. The first thing you need to do is enter a discount value. So this will typically be, your 10, 20%. Of course, this can be anything other than you don't want 100% or your product is going to be free. At 90%, obviously your margins might not be great. So for this demo, we're going to do 10%. That's a fair discount. The next thing you need to do is to specify what it applies to. Is it going to be every single product in your collection, or sorry, on your store? Is it going to be specific collections, or is it going to be specific products only? So we're going to do a store-wide sale at the moment, so we're having all products. If you wanted it to just be your summer collection, then you'd go in here, you click browse, and let's say it was the test collection you wanted it on, you'd press add. The same for product. If you wanted it just on one particular product, you'd make sure this is selected, click the browse button, find the product you want, and then click add. So this is a test product I've just created for this demo. Then you'd need to go to the minimum requirements. So does the customer need to spend a certain amount in order to obtain the discount? Or do they need to buy a certain amount of product before they're entitled to it? So again, you just select it and then you'd specify what you'd like out of those, or you might not have any requirements. It's completely up to you in your store. Then you just have to go through the customer eligibility. So is the discount code available for everybody to use? Is it for particular customer segments? So for instance, if you click browse, is it customers who haven't purchased from you before and been on your site? Is it someone who's bought before? Is it someone who's got something in their cart and hasn't checked out in 30 days? Or is it your email subscribers? So you'd need to select one of these if you wanted one of these customer segments to apply. And then there's a usage limit at the bottom as well. So you can basically specify if you want the discount code to be only used a certain amount of times. So for instance, if you're running a promotion where only the first 100 customers get the discount, you'd specify that here. Or, do you want it just to be one use per customer? You don't want that discount to be overly used. And then you can set the active date and when it starts. So you just put in the date here and the start time, and then the end date of when you'd check that, and then you'd obviously run through when you want it to end. When you're finished, you hit the save discount code, and that should make the discount code live. Now I'm just going to run through the other types, because you'll notice that when you click the different types here, some of the fields below update and change. So if you look here, for instance, the discount value has changed from a percentage to a specified amount. So what you basically need to do is, once you've selected your type, just run through the form again. Obviously this applies the same amount, percentage and fixed amount, you get the same kind of form down below. But if you click free shipping as an example, you'll notice that this is a new criteria that you can specify. Do you want, for instance, do you want your discount code to only apply to certain countries or every single countries? And you can even specify whether you want to exclude shipping rates over a certain amount as well. So let's say you're a business in the US, you might just want to have free shipping for customers there. Obviously, global shipping is going to be a lot more expensive. You've got minimum requirements you need to set up every single time, and your customer eligibility, usage limits, and the active dates are all the same. Now, the last one I'd just like to quickly touch on is the buy X, get Y. So basically what you're doing here is you're specifying, if a customer buys a certain quantity of items or a minimum purchase amount, and you specify whether it's either a product or a collection. So let's do product for now, and we'll use my test product as an example. Let's say they buy one. Then what do they get? So if they buy the test product, then what do they get? Do they get, 10% off of another product? Do they get, maybe 20% off an entire collection? So, and at that point, do you give them a percentage off of the total, or do you even offer the product as free? So with this particular discount code, if someone bought your product, then you can incentivize them to buy other products, or maybe even give a free giveaway as well. That's how you'd set this up with this particular discount code. So again, you'd specify through the form, if the customer buys this product, then you'd obviously have another product here. You'd select that, and then let's say 10%. They get 10% off their total cart order total if they were to buy that product. And again, run through the customer eligibility, specify the usage limits, the active dates, and then save the discount code. So if I go to percentage, we're just going to set up a simple 10% on all products for everybody, and we're going to run it from this moment forward, and there's not going to be an end date. It's going to be this is going to be a discount that's available forever. Hit save discount code, and you'll notice that you'll get this message here, and you'll get a message at the top that says that the discount code has been successfully created. So that means it's live. So any customer who has this code and goes onto your store and obviously meets the criteria that you've specified can apply that to their checkout and get that discount. And what's great is you've got a shareable link here. If you wanted to put that in an email, in your email marketing campaigns, or put that on social media, you can use that, and whoever clicks it is going to get access to this discount code. Now, the last thing I just want to mention before I finish up here today is that the customers will need to add this at checkout. There'll be a box at checkout, and that's where they need to enter the code to be eligible to get the discount, and assuming that they meet all of the criteria that you set up. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do hit the like button. That tells me I should continue making videos like this. And do consider subscribing to my channel. You might even want to head over there. I've got plenty of different videos on Shopify and building an online business, different platforms and software, and making sure you get the most out of all of them. So with that said, I hope you have an excellent day.